and we hope that you have studied well the first and the second units. Okay, so now let us get into the third unit, that is laws of motion. Okay, you might have heard this word in the 10th standard, heard this topic in the 10th standard itself, laws of motion. You might have studied that is, you have studied the basics in this about this laws of motion in your 10th standard. Okay, so in this unit here in 11th standard, you are going to study in detail about this laws of motion. So now I am going to give a small introduction about this unit. Hope you all know about myself. I am Jebita. Okay, so here laws of motion. So far you have studied about the bodies at rest and the bodies at motion, right? So when you study about this bodies at rest and bodies at motion, you might have studied a body in motion will be moving in one dimension, in two dimension, in circular motion, in so many motions you might have studied. Okay, so here we are going to study about a body is moving, right? So who will make the body to stop, or a body is at rest, who makes the body to move? Okay, so all these details we are going to study in this unit, laws of motion. புரியுதா? ஒரு பாடி இருக்கு அப்படினா அந்த பாடி எப்படி மூவ் ஆகுது, ரெஸ்ட்ல இருக்கிற பாடி how it is moving. Similarly, when a body is moving, how it is coming to rest. So many things we are going to study in detail in this unit. Okay, the study has been conducted by Aristotle right from the BC, that is before Christ. Okay, the Aristotle was a famous philosopher. So he believed, he was thinking about the motion of the object as we think. Okay, நம்ம எப்படி யோசிக்கிறோமோ likewise Aristotle was thinking. Okay, he was looking at the surrounding or looking at the nature, and he was observing what is happening in the nature. Okay, he observed that so until and unless we apply a force on an or we are given effort on an object, it will not move. If your object irukna, until I apply an external effort on it, it will not move. Okay, so when I apply an external effort on that object, it will continue to move. Okay, so it will continue to move. That he observed. Okay, so whenever we apply an external effort on an object, it will continue to move. Similarly, he found out that so the object will start to move, and it will have a tendency, the material or an object is having a tendency of its own that it can stop by itself. Okay, so நம்ம வந்து இப்போ water, if we are pouring water, we are giving some effort and the water has fell into the floor. Okay, it started flowing. Okay, it is continuing to flow, and after some time it is getting stopped. Okay, so he thought that the material, the water material, whatever the material may be, it is having a tendency to stop by its own. That was the thinking of Aristotle at that time. Okay, so he thought that this is the nature's law. Okay, so that everything will continue to flow and they will start by its own. Okay, it have the tendency to stop by its own. So he thought it was nature's rule. Okay, so when we apply an external effort, it will start to move and it will stop by its own. It is having a tendency to stop by its own. This was the thinking of Aristotle. Okay, so he thought that something is needed to start to move. Adu move agradhukku some external effort is needed, and it was named as force. That external effort was named as force. Okay, he thought that a force is needed to move an object, but it will come to rest. That is the tendency of that object. நம்ம மூவ் பண்றதுக்கு ஒரு ஃபோர்ஸ் வேணும், ஆனா அது ஸ்டாப் ஆகணும் அப்படினா அதுக்குனே ஒரு டெண்டன்சி, எந்த ஒரு ஆப்ஜெக்ட்டும் அது தானாவே கொஞ்ச நேரம் கழிச்சு ஸ்டாப் ஆயிடும். That was the thinking of Aristotle. Okay, but later it was found it was not right. Okay, even we cannot blame Aristotle, because at least he have thought that it is okay, the idea of at least he realized. Okay, he stepped it forward. Okay, so even if it was wrong, this is an appreciable work done by Aristotle. Okay, according to Aristotle, if the body want to continuously, if it want to move, we need to apply an extra effort. That is, we have to apply extra force again and again so that it will continue its motion. Otherwise, it will stop. புரியுதா? அவர் என்ன யோசிச்சார்னா, எந்த ஒரு ஆப்ஜெக்ட்டும் மூவ் பண்ண ஒரு ஃபோர்ஸ் வேணும். ஆனா அது தானாவே அது வந்து ஸ்டாப் ஆகிற டெண்டன்சி இருக்குது. சப்போஸ் அதை ஸ்டாப் பண்ண வேண்டாம் அப்படின்னா நம்ம இன்னும் எக்ஸ்ட்ரா ஃபோர்ஸ் கொடுத்து அதை வந்து மெயின்டைன் பண்ணலாம். தட் இஸ் த திங்கிங் ஆஃப் அரிஸ்டாட்டில். After that, the main studies were started by Galileo after the 17th century. Okay, after 17th century, Galileo started studying. So he was not satisfied. He was not thinking about. He was thinking about the motion in a different way. Okay, he conducted so many experiments, and based upon the result, he was giving some laws. Okay, he is not going with what Aristotle told. He was completely against that. That was completely wrong what Aristotle said. So Galileo, he conducted experiment. So according to Aristotle, what he said, all material has an inherent property. அதுக்குன்னு ஒரு ப்ராப்பர்ட்டி இருக்கு. அதுதான் என்ன பண்ணுது, அதை ஸ்டாப் பண்ணுது. That was proposed by Aristotle. But what Galileo said, he had taken 3 different surfaces. Okay, have taken a ball and he had taken a 3 different ஒரே ball but 3 different surfaces. The first surface is slow. Okay, so when he kept a ball over here, it started to move. It keep on moving. Since it is a slow, it just keep on moving. The next one is a plain surface. He kept a ball, he dropped the ball over here. It moves for some time. After some time, it is stopping. Okay, the movement stops after some time. Similarly, this is a rising slope. Okay, here what happens, it is moving and after some time, when it comes over here, it will stop. Okay, so when he taken these 3 surfaces, he concluded that there is no inherent property of a material. Okay, that stopping is not the inherent property of the material. Or force number, you exerted a force, right? We have exerted a force, and because of that force, the object is moving, and after some time, here it is moving on, here it is stopping after some time, here it stops. Okay, but the stopping, it is different. Okay, the way it is different. So he is not he is telling that the material is not having an inherent property to stop. Okay, material oda property kadiyadu, adu stop agradhu அப்படிங்கிறது, it is not the property of the material. Okay, so Galileo, by thinking and making so many results, he concluded that there is no inherent property of a material to stop its motion. Okay, but the material and he proposed a theory that is called as theory of inertia. Okay, you might have studied about inertia in your 10th standard. So what is inertia? What is inert? Inert means no action. Okay, there is no action. Okay, inertia. This was the theory proposed by Galileo. He said that yes, the material is having an inherent property, but that is not the property to stop the motion. It is the inherent property of the material is there is no action. எந்த ஒரு மெட்டீரியல் இருந்தாலும் there is no action of the அந்த மெட்டீரியல் மேல அந்த மெட்டீரியலுக்கு எந்த ஆக்ஷனும் இருக்காது. Okay, that is the property of the material that he was proposed, because he proposed the theory of inertia. Inert means no action. The material has no action of its own. If it is moving, it keeps on moving. Okay, if it is at rest, it will be keeping on rest. You know, it cannot stop by its own, or it cannot move by its own. This was proposed by this was explained by who? Galileo. Okay, later, so he told that தன்னாலே அதால மூவ் ஆக முடியாது, தானாவே அதால ஸ்டாப் ஆக முடியாது. Okay, so when he taken this experiment, okay, he was dropping a ball, it is moving, it is continuously moving, and after some time it is stopping. Okay, so he told that so body has no tendency to stop by its own, but it need an external agency to give an external effort to stop its motion. Okay, if a body is moving, this ball is moving on, so it cannot stop by its own. It need an external agency. வெளியிருந்து யாராவது வந்து அவங்களுக்கு ஒரு எஃபர்ட் கொடுத்து அதை தடுத்தா மட்டும்தான் அதோட மோஷனை அது ஸ்டாப் பண்ண முடியும் அப்படின்னு சொன்னாரு. Okay, then you are thinking, right, it is moving, then how it is getting stopped? Nobody is giving any effort of what that external effort is called, what? Force. Okay, so what he told, we need an external agency. Okay, he told that we need an external agency to stop, okay. So this external agency we are calling it as force, okay. This will change the motion, okay. This will change the condition of motion. இதுதான் ஒரு பாடியோட மோஷனை வந்து ரெஸ்ட்டுக்கு கொண்டு வர முடியும். So that external agency, in this case, what is that external agency? That is nothing but the force exerted by this surface on the ball. இந்த surfaceல இருந்து ஒரு force வந்து இந்த ball மேல exert ஆகும். அது ஸ்டாப் பண்ணும். That force we are calling it as force of friction. Okay, this force we are calling it as force of friction. அந்த surface என்ன பண்ணும், ஒரு frictional force கொடுத்து அதை stop பண்ணும். Okay, அதனால மட்டும்தான் this body is coming to rest. Again, unless and until we apply an external agency to exert a force, it will not stop. Okay, this was concluded by Galileo. புரிஞ்சுதுங்க? அது தானாவே நிக்காது. ஒரு external agency ஒரு force ஒரு effort கொடுக்கணும். அந்த effort we are calling it as force. Only because of that force there will be a change in the condition of motion. So when this ball moves, it will provide a frictional force. Only because of that it is getting stopped. So everywhere in the world when we see there are two forces acting on a body. One is the contact force and the other one is non-contact force. Okay, now we know that only with the help of force we can stop the motion. Okay, or we can that is motion avoid pannu or stop pannu appadina we need force. Okay, there are maybe two types of forces, contact force and non-contact force. Okay, so if I am pushing this pen towards here, this is the contact force. I am applying a force which is contacted to the body. So suppose I am dropping this pen over here. Inga indha appadi drop pandren keela pogudha appadina endha contact um illa illaya thanave pogudhu. It is non-contact force. Okay, so contact force means we will push it and we will give you a force. Non-contact force means something we are spreading. Okay, Earth's magnetic field, Earth's gravitational field, we know that we will study in depth in the forthcoming units. Okay, so Earth is having a field over it. Adu sutti oru field irukum. சரி, அது பக்கத்துல ஏதாவது வந்துச்சுன்னா அதை அட்ராக்ட் பண்ணிக்கும். ஓகே, ஸோ பை திஸ் வே நான் ஒரு பெண்ணை ட்ராப் பண்ணேன்னா எர்த் அட்ராக்ட் பண்ணுது பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் த கிராவிடேஷனல் ஃபோர்ஸ். இட் இஸ் அ நான் கான்டாக்ட் ஃபோர்ஸ். அதுக்கும் இதுக்கும் எந்த அட்டாச்சும் இருக்காது, பிடிச்சு இழுக்காது இல்லையா, பட் அதை சுற்றி இருக்கிற அதோட ஃபீல்டை வச்சு அது இழுக்கும். தட் இஸ் நான் கான்டாக்ட் ஃபோர்ஸ். ஓகே, ஸோ வாட் எவர் எப்படி நம்ம ஃபோர்ஸ் அப்ளை பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்னா பை கான்டாக்ட் இல்லை நான் கான்டாக்ட், பை போத் மெத்தட்ஸ் we can apply the force. So many studies were done in this case, and they were studying how the forces can be applied. If we apply the force, what will be the condition of the body in motion and condition of the body at rest, and what are the effect of these forces. The force apply பண்றதுனால என்ன effect இருக்கும். So many things later it was studied, and it was studied by Newton. Okay, so all these was in detail studied by Newton, and he proposed a law called as laws of motion. Finally Newton proposed. He is very famous for this laws of motion. He have written a book regarding this laws of motion. In that book he have explained everything. என்ன force எப்படி apply பண்ணணும், force apply பண்ணா என்ன நடக்கும், அதனால என்ன விளைவுகள், everything he have explained clearly based upon the ideas of Aristotle. It was initiated by Aristotle, and Galileo proposed something, and based upon their knowledge he gained knowledge, and he have proposed the laws of motion. Okay, in this unit we are going to study about these other பத்தி தான் நம்ம படிக்க போறோம். I hope you could understood. We are going to study about Newton. What formulated Newton formulated a theory called as laws of motion. We are going to study about this. Hope you understood. So students, please make a note of all these things. So from the beginning, I have started third unit. From the beginning you have to take notes, everything you have to take notes and study. Simply you don't follow the something which is given in the book. Please don't follow like this. Understand it and study. Try to study to gain knowledge. That is very, very important, and I hope you could understand it. If you have any doubt you can ask me, and thank you for watching.